Hey guys, thanks for tuning in to another Dirty Services video. In this video, you're gonna watch me go from this to this for less than $5. I had maybe an hour and a half worth of my time and just a couple dollars of supplies, and we got it back in shape. So follow along, check out the video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, check out some of our other videos. We appreciate it. Today we're going to be working on this truck a little bit. Been having some issues with the batteries. I've been getting just a little slower to crank. I know I've got some dirty connections, and I'm going to take it all apart, clean it up, see if we have a bad battery or multiple bad batteries, or if we've just got some bad connections that need taken care of. First thing up though, I gotta disconnect the trailer to be able to lift the bed up, so I've got a little bit better access to work on it. I lift the bed up how it is, it won't end well. Oh, uh-oh. Oh. Oh no. Alright, well, apparently we're not going to lift the bed up. The reason I like to lift the bed up to get it out of the way is mainly just the fact that the last owner had put a fuel pump. They did asphalt, so they had a pump tied into the fuel system, and they had this little sprayer hose. But as you can tell, there's also this big bar that's kind of in the way. I can work around it. The fella's still able to get into it. It's just not quite as convenient, and having to wind and unwind this hose. I probably ought to just take the pump off, get the hose out of the way, disconnect it, but it is what it is. I've only had this battery box off a couple times in the last year, so we'll get through it. As you can tell, we've got quite a bit of corrosion going on. Not in the best shape, so I'm gonna start cleaning it up, see what we've got. All right, got the batteries out, and that is a rat's nest. Definitely gonna have to do some cleaning up on it. I know one end, see, yeah, right here, that just snapped clean off. So definitely got some work to do before either the existing batteries or new batteries can go in. Need to clean up some wire ends, get it all ready. But starting to pick up on the rain a little bit. I need to get those batteries charged up and tested, because that's our first step. Second step, it's one of the steps, but let's cover back up for now. Let's move on to some batteries. All right, we've got our batteries in here on our handy dandy workbench, cleaned up a little bit. You can see they're all dated January of 2022, so they are just over 4 years old. Got the meter, and I'm going to check voltage before we go any further. I know this doesn't light up very well, but hopefully you can see that. Battery number 1, 13.6, 13.5, 13.6, 13.6. All right, so they all appear to be fully charged, which is good because they've been on the charger for over 24 hours. Now we're gonna hook up a load tester. First time ever using one. Borrowed it from my father-in-law. See what it does. So I was told we've got our polarity correct. Hold this for 10 seconds and you'll have to see where it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I was told to do it twice in a row, give it a little bit of a break in between. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well, that one tests good, or at least as far as I can see. It was holding above the 1,000. I know I said 10 seconds, I only counted 8. Kind of a slow guy, if you catch my drift. On to the second battery. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, well up into the 1,000 cold cranking amp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still above 1,000. I would imagine it'd draw down much lower than that if the battery is truly bad. But again, first time ever using one of these, so I could be way off. All right, battery number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Still have only 1,000. Give it a break. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're still in the green on 1,000. And these are actually, okay, so above 32, it's supposed to be 1170. I would say they were holding at 1,000. So I personally don't think these are bad. I'm gonna lean towards it's probably bad connections. The one ground was loose and they were all corroded. So I reckon we will try to clean them up and put these batteries back in. See what happens. Man, I don't really know what most of this stuff goes to. Of course, good timing. Oh, it's just spam. Anyways, I don't really know what most of this goes to. There's, I think, at least 2, maybe 3 circuits. that appear to be aftermarket. Not really sure. So this is one of them, and it is corroded off. I need to figure out what that goes to. I don't know what all this crap goes to. Oh, man. I reckon I could probably clean the box out too, but I don't know if I'm gonna go that far. Alright, just a little bit of an update. Batteries are nice and clean. Got the hold down set in place. Got all of my connections nice and clean with the exception of a couple that are separate from the truck. I've got to decide if I want to hook. I don't know what these are for. I assume one of them is for the pump that feeds this hose. I'm not sure what the relay goes to. I'm probably going to just fix the connector that broke and hook back up everything back up how it was. I never know if I'm going to be in a situation where I might need something that was on it, and I'll regret not hooking it up if I don't. back for another update. Believe I have all the positive wires aimed at where they need to go. So we've got the jumper from this battery to that battery, jumper from that battery to that battery. We got a main coming in here. This one goes over to the jumping post, charging post, whatever it's considered. Second main coming in here, and then a handful of small accessory wires. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get these covered in dielectric grease, get the connection tightened down, and then I'm going to start working on the grounds. Alright, I think we're down to one wire left that I forgot to hook up to the ground connection here. And then I believe I'll be ready to tighten down my 3 ground connections and maybe try to fire it up. See if it's gonna work. I assume this goes to that pump sprayer. I might have it backwards, but before I get too crazy, we'll look at a picture of it, see where it was. All right, look at the picture. Looks like it actually went to the ground connection back here, but I think it's gonna be just fine being where it is. I don't like how much it's twisting. Oh, still got a little bit of slack. Not bad. Don't forget my dielectric grease in there. Hopefully this displays my confidence level, since I'm coating everything with grease, which will make it 10 times harder. If this doesn't work, I have to take it all off, and now my hands are covered in grease every time I touch something. All right, looks like every connector's hooked up. Everything's tightened down. Pretty sure we're ready to test. All right, just to give you a little bit of an idea of the conditions I'm in, we've got dry, and swamp right where the battery box is. I was really hoping this was gonna fire up, for one, so I could lift the bed up out of the way, have way more room in there to see, work, I can crouch over it without having to crawl in, and two, I'm just gonna pull the truck forward without the trailer attached and get out of the swamp. But it is what it is. I've got to get this stuff picked up enough that we can climb in, see if she fires. All right, moment of truth. Get out of here, you squeak. Wow, talk about an inconvenient time for a battery to go dead. Here we are, let's try it again. Did you hear that puppy crank? And that blend door squeak? Wow, that was pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. All right, now to actually clean the tools up, get them put away, and then get the box on, get that covered up, get everything looking good and back in order. Well, thanks for watching so far. You made it to the end of the video. I know I said about $5 in supplies, but a little bit of a breakdown for you. So I used dielectric grease. If you don't already have it, it's maybe $10 a tube. I used a battery load tester, which is about $45, $50. Obviously all my hand tools, wire brush, and a Scotch-Brite pad. With those supplies, we got the truck from not running, not making money, to back-end service. Tomorrow we've already got loads of stones scheduled, so we need to get moving, get back to the groove of things as spring is breaking through, and start making some money. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, check out some of our other videos. We appreciate it.